Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Future Worm. This is an animated series from 2016, only one season, but it's about 21 episodes or so. It is the story of a boy and his best friend, a time-traveling worm with abs, and he sounds kind of like Macho Man Randy Savage, but looks like Hulk Hogan if he was a worm. It's all over the place. It's let's just say if you wanted to give kids an idea what Rick and Morty is, without all the more mature elements that can be found throughout Rick and Morty, but also get the voice of Justin Roiland thrown in there, as difficult as that might be these days. Well, guess what? Yeah, Justin Roiland shows up in the second episode, the second part of the first episode, playing at least two different characters. So yeah, this is just animated chaos. There's no origin story at the very beginning. Maybe they'll tell the story eventually, but they don't tell you why there's a boy named Danny, played by Andy Milonakis. Andy Milonakis. If you know who that is, then yeah, and you have an idea of just what we're dealing with here. There's just a lot of weirdos in this, including Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, he plays himself, but he also has, well, I'm not going to ruin it for you. He's a special, very, we learn a lot about Neil deGrasse Tyson in this one, so, in this series. I don't know if he shows up in other episodes, but he shows up at least one. This has a very interesting cast. I told you about Justin Roiland, whether that's good or bad to you. It's up to you. Yeah, so you can't miss him. It's the sort of rambling voice that he is known for, and then another voice that he's also known for. Ryan Quincy is the creator, executive producer of this series. He plays Doug, the dad of Danny, and I think his mom is played by Melanie Linsky, which is kind of fantastic. Like, there's a pretty solid cast in this. Corey Burton is a narrator. Of course, he's just in everything Disney. This is, by the way, animated also by Titmouse, who also does Rick and Morty. So, yeah, you get it. There's similarities in the look and the movement of the animation. It's not 100% Rick and Morty looking, but it has a similar feel to it. There's Jessica DeKitcho as Bug, who's a sort of a sidekick character who shows up and helps out. And like I said, there's two stories per episode. Technically, the first one had 3 stories. There's at least 2, with a one at the end that sort of gets tacked on. I'm not really sure how this works. I only watched one episode, so yeah. There's Laura Silverman, Sarah Silverman's sister. You know her. She's done a lot of voices, especially like on Bob's Burgers. One of the twins, Sarah, and her play the very ADHD twins. Jess Harnell. And one of my favorite things is that there's only a small reference to him in one small scene featuring this character named Steak Starbolt, which is a science fiction show that Danny watches as a child, and it's basically a space guy. It's like a Star Trek kind of thing, but his face is made of steak. Understand, this has that same level of chaos that you would expect from something like Rick and Morty. It's just like, oh, that guy's head is a steak. That's his name's Steak Starbolt. So that's a thing that has no, it's completely original, and it's just the way it is. Voiced, though, by Jonathan Frakes. Yeah, number 1 from Star Trek The Next Generation. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, there's I could go on forever. There's a ton of different voices throughout this, and Fred Tedesior, Maurice LaMarche, D. Bradley Baker, everybody shows up in here, the usual Disney voices. But yeah, I don't think you can do a cartoon without D. Bradley Baker and Maurice and Corey and just everybody. It's just the way it works. So yeah, if you are into that kind of maybe a rated G, PG, Rick and Morty. I hate to keep making that connection, even though Justin is involved in this to a certain degree. I don't want people who are sick of him to say, "Well, I don't want to watch that," because it's a good, fun, just silly, crazy, science-loving animated show. So, yeah, I would check it out. I might be urged to watch more. I just wasn't going to watch a ton more tonight. That just, yeah, only 21 episodes, I think, and yeah, it could be fun for that type of person who likes that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is probably not for everybody. It is tremendously weird, and I like weird, so it's for me. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 37. Early, 37. 30, oh my. We got a movie. And it's an older movie. Is it from the 90s? And it's not like a Disney movie. This is got some big stars in it. In fact, it's called Big Business. Yeah. Big Business. I don't think I've seen the film. If I have, I don't remember. But, yeah. Big Business is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.